fact, another thing comes to mind as well. I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but my bad. But another thing comes to mind. There's a guy called Simon Sinek. He's like I think he's like a business motivational coach. I don't really know what he does, but I just heard him speaking once. And well, I've actually heard him speak a few times, but it's one particular time where he said, "You will always deserve a Styrofoam cup," and this is something that stuck with me as well. Where he said, when you when you're like the head of the company or whatever, right? People might invite you out to do a speech, and they'll pay for your flight, and they'll pay for your cab to the hotel, and they'll pay for your hotel, and they'll pay for your cab from the hotel to the event. And when you get to the event, they'll greet you, and maybe you ask for a cup of coffee, and they'll give you a cup of coffee, and it's really beautiful, cup or whatever. And if you deluded yourself, you'll start to believe that you deserve that beautiful cup. But the thing is, like, when you're not the head of the company, when you're not in that big position, you don't get invited to the event. So you gotta pay for your own flight, you gotta pay for your own cabs, you gotta pay for your own hotel. And when you get to the event, you ask for a cup of coffee, someone's like, yeah, just the machine's over there, and you just have a Styrofoam cup. And he said, you always deserve the Styrofoam cup, because the big, beautiful cup, that's not for you. That's for the position that you hold. You will always deserve the Styrofoam cup. And when he said that, I just felt like I get it. I get it, because I've had kind of similar experiences where you've been in positions with jobs and everybody kind of wants to shake your hand and talk to you, but when you're not in that position, nobody cares.
Yeah,
nobody cares. So yeah, if you could delude yourself into thinking these are your friend circle, the reality is this is your friend circle, and it's not even a circle in most cases. It might be just a line. It's a line. It's not even a circle. It's a line. It's there. This is the delusion. This is where you are. You'll always deserve the Styrofoam cup. That he said that stuck with me, and so yeah, and I think that fits into a lot what we're talking about as well. Just like knowing where you are and being okay with that, because that's where you are, and everything else is not really for you. It's for something that you did, or a job that you had, or a position that you hold, or what I mean, some kind of status that people apply to you. But you are here, and you'd always be there. And yeah, it's so important to remember that. Otherwise, you're just deluding yourself. And when you delude yourself. And we all do it, by the way. I know I'm guilty of doing this as well. Even though I've heard all this and I'm speaking it now, I have to remind myself now, because we all delude ourselves. We delude ourselves, and then we start having problems. We start worrying about this and worrying about that, or how am I going to do this, and how am I going to hold. It's like, you know what? I'm actually here, and I need to be okay with being there.
Yeah.
Because this is a good place to be.
Yeah.
That's a delusion, But yeah, it's my little ramble. My little ramble.
Nah, but I agree with it, because I mean, obviously I agree with it. At the end of the day, I just found out it is not worth it. It's not worth